Are we ready? It helps if you turn the microphone on. The little light wasn't on. It's green on the fine. We are what time? 4:44. Ooh, 4:44. You know what that is? That is a key number in spirituality. So is 1111. I love those. Love them all actually. We also love Suno and we love music and we love angels, which you saw there earlier. We also love artwork. Here's some artwork from before. This is stuff I liked Grok better at the beginning. The new Grok is okay. The new Grok is all right, but the old Grok is better. So I don't know what has changed, but something has definitely changed. Is it for the better? I don't know. Restream is excellent, thank God. It's the one thing where honestly I feel like it gets better all the time. My hair is wild. I may have to fix that. The wild hair may have to get fixed. Just a thought. May have to fix that. Oh, we have a comment. Tony D, what's up? Well, I don't know, Tony. We could chat. You have my code. If you want to come up, you can do that. I can give it to you again. Do you need it again? I don't think it's changed. Let's see here. I'm going to look at my little code. I'm going to copy it for Tony. Copy. And then I'm going to go to he's on YouTube. Yeah. So he can get it right in the chat here. Yeah, let's do that. I'll paste it. I don't recommend doing this, folks, if you don't want trolls, but there you go. So it just posted it on Twitch, posted it on Rumble, on Kick, and YouTube. That is impressive, the link. I like that. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Rumble. Anybody wants to come up can say hi. We wish you well on this glorious Saturday. And it is definitely glorious. I'd be impressed if you guys know who this is. I'm going to put something across here for you. Have this here. I don't know if the average person would know who these two individuals are. This is a skinny. Yeah, see, I'm obsessed with this guy. So this is BB King, right? Does anybody know who the second individual is here? Anybody? Any ideas who that might be? This is funny. Someone made this. Look at this. Yes. I think they'll be better this year. I say that every year. I thought they were going to be better last year. Is that possible? I don't know. How about this guy? It's going to be hard for him to have that kind of year again. I think it'll be really difficult for him to have that kind of year. Yeah. He is the star of the show though. Look at this. This was made by Grok. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That was Grok about a month ago. I love that. And then we've got this old dude. Look at this. In the spaceship playing music. And he says, I love Shout MGB and Suno. And it's true, he does. For sure. 1000% he loves them. Well, let's look at this. What does this say here? This is from last year. All right. That is clearly not fitting. Is this better? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, he had a couple good weeks last year. It was the last 4 weeks that I think killed him. He didn't have a win. Do you guys remember that? It didn't go well. He had a rough time. Here we go. Here's one of my, believe it or not, favorite players. I really like him. I like the way he throws the ball. I like what he stands for. He seemed a little crazy last year, though. He's doing those bizarre movements and saying weird things. And all right, there he is, one of a kind to shock your mind. There you go. There you go. There he is. How are you, sir?
Been a rough week, but I'm here. What's going on?
Do you want to share what made it rough, or
I've been home, haven't been feeling the best. I
no?
really, yeah, I haven't been feeling the best. I'm forcing myself to go in next week, so
Did you hurt your back again or something, or what?
allergies, a combination of allergies and age. I'm assuming
Okay.
it really is. So I got a few things going on.
Well, you've
Internal.
been looking a lot younger in your postings. I noticed that. You look about 20 years old.
Shit.
Sexy as ever.
No, no, no.
Isn't that amazing what that does?
Listen, it gets worse. All right, let me. You have no idea how many of those things I made over there in Cantina, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
going to come over here.
Cantina?
That's Cantina. A lot of those are my Cantina pictures.
They're amazing.
They are.
They're amazing.
I've got a ton of them. You have no idea. I got a ton.
A ton.
Literally. They are tired of me over there.
So we only saw the favorites.
You only saw a few. The ones that I put on TikTok, those
Yeah.
are just a couple. Literally.
Okay.
Those are just a couple.
Let's see if I can make this big. Do you know who these two guys are? I would be shocked if you did.
I can barely see their faces.
It's Jameer. So they're known as. I'm going to leave it for the people to
Yeah,
put
I
in
don't
the.
know who they are. I don't recognize them. I don't.
No, not at all, eh?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. They're
Hey?
both Detroit. Detroit
Most
running
of your football
backs.
players, you know what's crazy, Mike? Most of your football players, most people don't know their face because they always got their helmets on.
Right. I know them because I watch all the interviews.
Yeah, you watch all the interviews, so you get that. I got you. That's going to be
I
your.
get that. And sometimes I'll look at them and go, like you said, you're used to them with the helmet going, hey,
Mhm.
you're a good looking guy. You're not grimacing, I find though with you as you get older and
Mhm.
with the power of AI, you just become more and more dynamic. It's unbelievable. And thin. It's amazing. We have Patrick here. Is he gonna have a good year?
Yes,
Yeah.
he always.
I think he's gonna be hungry.
He will always have a good year. They got to catch up to him.
Yeah.
He is the Tom Brady of the generation right now. Aaron Rodgers is done. He's the man. He's the one with the Super Bowl championships. He's the
Yeah.
one with the winning records. He's the standard everybody has to take out. Philly just did it last year. So
Yeah.
expect the Super Bowl rematch, if anything. And we got a couple teams that should be coming up right behind them. But Kansas
Tony
City will
gets
come
upset
through.
if I don't put him on the top, folks. So I got
That's
him
not
on the
true.
top.
That's
I
not
had
true.
him in the bottom one time there.
Mike likes to hint those kind of things. Just know it's
And
for
he
the.
mentioned that to me. And since then, a couple years of therapy, I'm gonna be okay.
Don't believe the hype.
Yeah, don't believe the therapy. Yeah.
Don't believe the hype.
They've got a couple new windows here. Look at this. This is
I got to work on this thing. Um,
it's strange. Like, look at that. That's new.
that's good.
That's new.
That's good. I
No,
like
but that's I think people complain because they want you to use this. Do you remember when we were on Haps? This
that.
is the future.
Why is everybody always complaining about shit? Use it for what the hell it is instead of what you
I'm
try to
not
make it for.
complaining.
Didn't
I
say
think
you.
Haps
Didn't say
was
you.
right. They were
Didn't
ahead
say
of the
you.
curve.
Didn't say you. Did I? Did I say you? I
You
did.
said people.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Am
did.
I not people? Have
You
I?
are a person, but if you're not the people pertaining to the conversation, then you are a person in the single loop.
Okay. All right. I
You
got you.
social media folks.
They're the best folks in the world. Okay, so
Attentive.
Brock Purdy, let's talk about him for a minute. Have
Okay.
you heard he's going to hold out now unless he gets 55 million?
I don't blame him.
I think he's crazy.
He's not crazy. They're putting the franchise on. They put the whole franchise on his back. I don't blame him.
Have you heard the
Everybody's
latest?
harping.
Have you
Everybody's
heard the
harping.
latest rumor?
What?
You're going to laugh, and I'm not making this up. This
Go
is
for it.
many analysts. I know people think I'd like to send our dear friend into Crazyville.
Aaron
Uh,
Rodgers to the Steelers. I know.
no.
Hmm.
That's the old news. And you know what? I thought that would be an okay fit, but not great. San Fran is very interested in Aaron Rodgers.
Makes total sense. I called that a couple years ago. Do it.
And do you know why?
He's from Stanford. He's from over there.
They know him, but the other thing is they know he'll sell merch.
Easily.
They'll be able to get him for probably 25 mil.
And he could get them a Super Bowl with the current roster even after the trades. This is a fact.
His numbers are not that different than
No, his
Purdy's.
numbers are fine.
Did you know
He had decent numbers with the Jets. They just lost. You know that, right?
Yep.
He had decent numbers. He will be fine. He can go there. And I called that 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. San
Joe
Francisco
Burrow.
option.
Joe Burrow,
He
right?
can go nowhere. That team is solid. Leave the Bengals alone.
Joe Burrow. No, just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Always hear you out.
Joe Burrow got his 2 receivers. He's so happy they signed them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're still in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
They still have no defense, even if they have some defense.
I disagree. Go ahead.
Oh, please tell me, because I need hope. Give me some
They
hope.
are the same team that lost in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, but they are still solid. That is a solid team.
Why were they so bad last year? Was it?
Listen, you know how I said San Francisco was a solid Super Bowl team?
Yeah.
So were the Bengals.
Okay.
So were the Bengals, honestly.
What the hell happened to Detroit? Their
Injuries.
defense got so. Oh, I know they were annihilated.
I got that from you. Injuries.
Injury. Oh, did you hear that, folks? Guys, did you call somebody?
Somebody mind telling
I
me.
got that from you. What?
Mike is.
I gotta go. I'm gonna have a heart seizure.
Yes, you are.
Okay, here we go. This is great news.
Super Bowl champion Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Factoid of the day. You ready for this?
Yes.
The NFC East is the first conference division to have black starting quarterbacks on all the teams.
Okay.
So, I think it was the starting.
Do you support black?
You damn right I do.
Okay, and why?
Why not?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing.
According to Coachy Poo, your team can't win with a black quarterback.
Oh, here we go. We're going into low vibration stuff now.
That's
low vibration stuff.
I'm shouting out Coachy Poo. He said that himself.
Okay, so last year.
Excuse me, Mike. Here it is. The NFC East is the first division in history to have 4 black starting quarterbacks next season. That's exactly where they're at right now.
Okay. Can anybody in the chat name them? Anybody? Come on, folks. Come on.
I doubt if they'll do it.
They will. I usually get it about a week later, but that's okay.
So leave it up there, and then we'll wait for the comments.
A week later, I get it and go, thank you for being on it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all over it. So here's a guy that I just saw him in an interview.
Bo Nix.
And I thought, he's got it. He's got the mindset.
That's your man.
I think he's going to have a great year this year. I think they're going to have more pieces. Don't underestimate them. They weren't that far off.
That is your man's. I will tell you that because you've been harping on him. I'm not mad at you. You harp on him the way I harp on Najee Harris. You see a player, you're going to stick with him. You know what I'm saying?
Najee Harris. He's got a new home.
Yeah. It should work, but damn.
What? He's going to be happy there.
Why did he leave the Steelers is my question.
Because it's a mess.
And
it's not going anywhere. I'm sorry.
I tend to agree.
And he's going where he knows that every year there'll be progression and things will be better.
I think he'll get his numbers. I don't know if they'll be Super Bowl worthy. They should be.
Oh, he'll get a lot of work. If he can stay injury,
Pittsburgh. He should have got that work in Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh just they were trying to please too many people, and they weren't trying to please the right people.
I disagree.
And then the one guy they should have kept, they didn't keep. Justin Fields. He went elsewhere. I think he'll be so much happier.
I think that whole division is in competition with each other. They're not necessarily the best no more. They're one of the others.
Yeah.
Because Cleveland might be the worst, being that they haven't seen much of a postseason compared to the other 3 teams.
Yeah.
But that whole division is an even playing field. It's
I
not
wanna
even
I I
close.
wanna ask you something pertaining to the picture in the thank you to the 19 individuals that are with us right now. Thank you. I
Go,
appreciate you.
go.
Here's the thing. Is this gonna repeat itself this year again?
It might.
Oh god.
You want the truth?
Yeah.
Tell me who's gonna take out the one that I'm out. You can't. AFC wise, there is no other AFC team that can beat those two right now
I'll tell you though, um, the Chiefs got manhandled.
in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was bad. That was almost embarrassing how bad that
I got a
was.
secret. I got a secret for you.
I like secrets.
Look at it pretty well. They threw that game. Next question.
No. No,
How
come
you
on.
15-16-1, and then you lose like that?
No, that was a good team. No, I don't like that. No, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna
Let's
agree
get
on
like
everything.
everybody else. Prove me wrong. Everybody was healthy. What else you got?
Look at this. Pick your coach.
Andy Reid.
I think Jim Harbaugh right now has got momentum. I think
Andy
he's
Reid.
gonna do well. If I was your player, who's your player? The running back that we just talked about,
Najee Harris.
I'd want to go there because
I agree.
he'll work him.
They have a future together. Absolutely, 100%. Should they be in contention? Absolutely, 100%. Will they do it? That's the question. They've been in the Super Bowl once in their whole history.
Oh, I know, but they didn't have Jim Harbaugh.
No, they didn't, but they had a winning team.
But guess what? Andy Reid elevated, Kansas City. But let's be real. A lot of that had to do with one guy,
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
Who else did they have to do it?
Travis.
No. Who else?
I don't know. Tell me, who am I missing?
Andy Reid.
Uh-huh.
You got to go Travis and Patrick Mahomes. This is true.
Are you talking about other
Eric
coaches?
Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy.
Oh, okay. You were
Eric
searching for the
Bieniemy.
coach's name. I got you. Okay.
Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, he's got a great staff. But guess what? Jim Harbaugh has a great culture.
Agreed.
And every time he goes somewhere, even when he was with San Fran, they did well when he was there. I
Yes.
think he's one of those guys, though. It's got to happen quick because I think he wears people out.
Right.
I think he's one of those coaches that you'll go on board for about 2-3 years, and then after that, if it doesn't happen, it's not worth all the work. Because I think he sells, you'll get this if you do this, and if
Yes.
if you put 3 years of your life in it and that doesn't happen, I think you're
Screwed.
done.
Yeah. Screwed. 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 I'm trying to see. I know they went to the Super Bowl once. I don't think they went anymore.
Yeah.
But San Diego, high powered offense. Not
Uh-huh.
much of a postseason history. Unfortunately for them, not much of a postseason history.
Do you think it was a mistake that Minnesota got rid of this guy?
Yes.
So do I. So do I. I don't know what happened there. Like, do they need the money that much?
Minnesota, they can't keep nobody. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, he was a number one quarterback pretty much. Well, he was close to being top 5.
Uh-huh.
Went to Atlanta. You had Sam Darnold. Season, career, resurrection. And now
Yeah.
he's leaving. So who you gonna go up there now? You're gonna take your rookie. Okay. Who gonna back your rookie up?
Yeah, I don't
Who's
know.
backing up Mike McCarthy in Minnesota? That's the question.
No, but he's never played it down. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
In regular season, he's never played it down. Not one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that is concerning.
Like I said, who's gonna back him up? 'Cause
Rogers should have. That made a lot
heard,
of
I
sense.
heard Minnesota's an option for him right now. Makes sense. I've heard it's an option.
Yeah, I heard they told him to go home. That's what I heard.
I didn't hear that yet, but
No, they told him to go home. Like, it's not happening. He's too disruptive.
he doesn't do anything. They follow him, but he doesn't do anything. You never notice he never says anything until they come to him.
No, I disagree. I think there's a lot of
What is
shenanigans that go on.
he'll podcast, he'll speak his mind outside of football, but he
It's
doesn't
kind of
do
like you and I in the green room. It's a totally different world in the green room.
They want all that heat.
I don't think they do.
They
I
do.
really don't. I think it's a good idea.
Trust me, you have had some of the most iconic green rooms ever. And God knows they need that one green room for 4 years to go bad. You can get money for that green room.
Here's the thing. Let's say you pay. Did you see the contract they gave Wilson?
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, it's like 10 mil.
Just ridiculous.
10 mil. But it's got all these incentives. And let's not forget, every person that gets a big contract, they have an out clause.
Of course he does. The incentives.
So let's imagine for a minute
Mhm,
that I'm signing you. I'm going to give you $100 million bonus for 3 years if you
mhm,
get through 3 years. Number
mhm.
1, that's probably not going to happen.
Who won't? Doing
No,
this?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no. I'm talking about football.
oh,
You're a
free style doing
quarterback.
this. Give me 100
But
million for doing this for 3 years. Watch what happens.
I think you'd lose your mind. I think you'd be
I
great.
think you all will try to pay me more afterwards.
Absolutely, you'd be worth every dime. Okay,
Thank you.
we're sorry guys. We're on the narcissistic channel here with Michael
Y'all
Bathurst.
owe us. We got a legion.
We also have a little bit of hot air flowing through here, but that's okay. We're good. So here's the thing: we pay you 50 million. Let's say you're a quarterback, not what you are right now. We pay you 50 million, but you get injured and you don't look like you're ever going to be good again, and we release you. That's what they do.
Yes, they do.
Look what they did to Justin Fields. They didn't want to pay him. They released him.
Why did they
Sam
release him
Darnold.
is the question.
Sam Darnold didn't want to pay him. They let the market have him.
Why did they release him is the question.
They saw something, and that's the thing. Or they didn't feel like he meshed right.
Why?
I don't know. That's a really good
They
question.
need to answer those questions to a lot of people, quite
Yeah.
frankly, because he is a rookie. You got rid of your rookie and your veteran.
Yeah.
They got questions that
Buffalo
need, quite frankly, no disrespect to nobody.
is Buffalo going to acquire some pieces they need
Probably.
in the draft? God, I hope so. They say this is a really weak draft, except for running backs.
I don't believe them.
No?
I don't believe them. They're gonna make
Well,
some.
look at Puka Nakua, how well he's turned out. You know he's getting a lot of heat right now.
Why?
He said something that was honest. You know what he said? He said, "I want to play for 10 years. I want to be able to walk and pick up my kids
And I'm
and
done.
not be a cripple.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not.
But I'm not going to play more than 7 to 10 years total."
I said that in high school. I didn't want to play because I want to be able to walk when I was 40. And
Yeah,
I owe it to some people.
I've already hurt myself. I've really hurt myself bad a couple
Mhm,
times,
mhm.
and the body as I get older is not going to heal the same way. He basically said these things. I'm paraphrasing from little bit I saw. I want to see the whole
Prove him
interview,
wrong. Prove him wrong because you can't. History
but
says he's correct.
here's the thing. All the broadcasters have said you never ever say to your employer, "I have aspirations of wanting to retire." You don't do that. That kills
Makes
your
sense.
brand. That and and I know that all these poor guys are disposable. They'll
Yes,
just get another guy. There's always someone faster next year.
always,
There's always someone better.
always.
It's sad.
Not even being funny. Always. That's the truth.
There's always going to be the guy that can run faster than you next year.
Yes. When I would take my son to football practice,
Yeah.
I told the kids every time y'all play, you got to remember two things.
Yeah.
Somebody's always bigger than you. Somebody's always stronger than you. That's why
Yeah.
you practice and train so much.
And then you get freaks of nature like this guy who's played forever, who's got boatloads of money, has
Quarterback.
the ability, I
Quarterback.
think, to have any team that's in the top 5 win the Super
Quarterback.
Bowl.
Quarterback. That's why.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Safest position in football to a lot of people. Quarterback.
Yeah. He's had all
Quarterback,
kinds of
punter, kicker, safety.
he's had so many back problems. He
Yes.
almost retired after his Super Bowl win.
He should have retired quite a few times, and they keep him out there. God bless him, because I remember he was in college. That man was a beast. He's Hall of Fame right now. Go ahead and
Yeah,
give him his jacket now. Go ahead and give him his jacket now.
yeah,
He has been a great quarterback. He has endured time.
yeah.
He's the man to me right now. He's the man.
Well, who's calling the shots around here? He is not right now. So a lot of the advisors are saying, "Look, why don't we just wait? Don't get too anxious to sign anything because you know and I know once it starts, somebody will get hurt,
Yes.
right?"
He
And
got
that's
hurt the
the
first play of the game on a new team. Case in point.
right, exactly. Do you know who else is out there and is now a backup? Kirk
Who?
Cousins. He is no, and I'm not saying that to be mean, but
He
that's the
should be healed.
truth of this league, right?
He has to heal, and he needs to be picked up ASAP. I almost want him to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it. I almost want him to go to Seattle. Almost.
Well, Darnold's in Seattle now, so we'll have to see how that goes, Sam.
No, put the two of them together with Drew Lock.
Yeah, yeah. I think Drew Lock is gone, isn't he? He's gone.
Wait,
They don't have Drew Lock anymore. Yeah, I don't know where he went, but he's
you
gone.
go. Wait. You might be right. Wait, let's
Yeah,
see. What we got here. Drew Lock, make
yeah.
official player. Play for Minnesota. He also played Seahawks and the Giants. Where is he now?
And Metcalf, was with the Steelers and got like that monster deal.
Drew Lock is on the Giants as of right now. My apologies.
Oh, you know what? That might work. They just don't.
You know what's scary? Him and
Mhm.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Wasn't he there when Russell Wilson was there before?
yeah,
They know what they're doing.
yeah. Well, they had no choice. Rodgers wouldn't go. They weren't interested in Kirk Cousins. They're not trading to get somebody. What they're going to do is they're going to get a quarterback in the draft, and they're rebuilding. That's what I think. What do you think of this guy this year? Chicago is, you know, I I
They're
think
Justin Fields.
I think that's Caleb Williams. Just in case. Okay.
Go somewhere.
No, no, I don't know. You don't know. Maybe you looked
Go
at it and
somewhere
go,
else.
huh?
Go somewhere else. Sorry.
You, I like him.
I like him too. He needs to get out of there.
He had no coach. No, the coach they got now is great. I think they'll do way better this year. There was no coaching last year. It was a mess. I'm sorry. They had a coach, but it wasn't world class.
They ain't had decent offense in decades.
Yeah, but you know what? Today is a new day.
You've been saying that for 15 years.
Today is a new day. Well, look
They
at
haven't
us.
had a decent quarterback since Jay Cutler. I said it. Somebody prove me wrong. Put it
Okay,
in the comments.
well,
Got a week.
on a Saturday at this time of the day, when would we ever have 19 people? Things grow and change. There you go. Enjoy.
They haven't had a decent quarterback since Jay
He's not
Cutler.
answering my question.
They haven't had
All
a
right, so
decent
you see how you
quarterback since
dismissed me
Jay
there,
Cutler.
folks? I'm gonna
They
put that
haven't
in a
had a
clip on
decent
TikTok.
quarterback since Jay
Dismiss
Cutler.
Michael. Don't like what he says. Move on.
They
Look at
haven't
you.
had a decent quarterback since Jay Cutler. Prove me wrong.
I think he's a decent quarterback. You're being
I do too.
crazy.
The team is not good for quarterbacks.
Oh man, you're
The
crazy.
Bears are not good for quarterbacks.
All
The
right.
Jets are not good for quarterbacks. The Giants ain't been good for quarterbacks.
So what did I say this year? Repeatedly, who I thought was the best coach in the league. Hands down. Sean McVay. I've said it for
He's the youngest.
years.
He's the youngest, isn't he?
He is not the youngest.
Who's the youngest?
No, he's not the
Who's
youngest.
the youngest?
One of his proteges is.
Head coach. Right now it's
Mhm.
going to be Kellen Moore. Right now, maybe Kellen Moore, but Sean McVay was the youngest head
I'll
coach.
give you a clue. He is the coach for, you ready? The team you just lambasted. Chicago
Bears?
Bears. Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He was the offensive coordinator for Philly. He is brilliant, and he's already up to his eyeballs in
Shit.
being angry at several people. I hear that there's already been eruptions because he's not tolerating the.
There's going to be eruptions.
Yeah, he wills with an iron fist. But all these guys here, look at all of these okay, these are people. that under his tutelage, we'll call
Tutelage,
it that, okay?
tutelage.
Yes. Kevin O'Connell. Do you know why? Our dear friend, at least my dear friend, my ayahuasca buddy,
Do you
Aaron
believe the shit
Rodgers,
you just you shovel yourself in the shit. Keep going.
and Aaron Rodgers, the ayahuasca king, who is now contemplating life, wanted desperately his coach to be Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell and him are friends in real life.
Mhm.
I think he wants to keep that friendship. And he does. You know how they say don't work with your best friends
Yes,
because they won't be your best friends?
that's true.
Yes. Okay. We're going to go way back in time. There you go. Guess my age here. We did this before.
23.
Yeah, and you said the same thing last time.
I said 16.
No, you're right. 16 is the correct one. You remembered. See, you have a good brain.
Ugh.
He does. He has a really, really stellar brain. This was the time of times right here. Does anybody know the leading man in this photo?
Clark Gable.
You're close, but not correct. He did a very famous Christmas movie.
Bing Crosby.
Nope. We're going to leave it in the comments for the people to figure out. And it's the Christmas movie where everything goes wrong until everything goes right.
Miracle on
That could
34th
be
Street.
that could be almost
All of
any
exactly.
Christmas movie. Okay, here we go. This is really tough.
Jimi Hendrix.
The other guy,
I have no idea.
he did the song "Woo, baby, baby, it's a wild world.
Don't know that song.
Hard to get by, just upon a smile, girl."
Don't
No,
know that song.
Cat Stevens.
That's Cat Stevens.
That's Cat Steven.
Cats in the Cradle with the Silver Spoon. Little Boy Blue and the Man in the Moon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love that song.
You good?
Yeah. You just finished singing. Now you gonna ask me if I'm good. Go on to
You
the
good?
next one.
You good? Everything good?
Holy shit! This motherfucker.
No, no. I'm just asking if you wanted to go. You know, sometimes you go into Luther.
I do. I do. I do.
You do occasionally.
I do.
All right. So, are we doing this soon with the draft coming up? Like, I noticed you didn't do it last week, or I didn't show up, or something.
I don't have much going on. I'm waiting on the draft. UFL started today. Yesterday, I think UFL started. Rich did a broadcast on that the other night. There's a game on right now, San Antonio and Arlington. I missed yesterday's game. I know there was I think it was in Houston. Brian was there. We can catch up with him sometime. I appreciate your version of the logo. I say roll with it. I say roll with it.
This one's strange.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't bad. You just can't
It's
have the
got
logo.
it's got the NFL little thing in there though.
Yeah, you got to take that out.
Yeah, you don't like that.
Well, it's not safe.
Yeah, you like this one.
I do like that. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you,
Yeah,
you don't love it, but you like it.
I do like it. I do like it.
I like this one. This one to me is fun. This one's fun.
It is fun. Still got the NFL logo.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like Glick.
His music show is excellent.
He does great. He won.
I think his music show is top notch.
He did great. We did a trivia night the other night. It was fun. Blaze is doing trivia, so
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's have a look here. So I want honest opinion. You know where he went. He's now with New York.
okay.
I think he's going to be okay there.
I think he'll
he's
be
going to
fine.
do okay.
He'll be fine. He got to get through
Will he get more wins?
No.
Hear me out. The question: Aaron Rodgers, more wins than Aaron Rodgers,
No.
and Zach Wilson.
No.
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 Wow. Why? Explain that.
I have been hardcore watching the Jets since 1996 because when I finally got cable and was able to watch the games, I've been trying to keep my eyes on them.
Uh-huh.
06, 16, it's about to be 2026.
Okay.
Mark Sanchez, Brett Favre, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Chad Pennington have been their best quarterbacks in almost 30 years.
Right.
We've had 2 AFC championship chases with Mark Sanchez. Nobody wants to respect him. He was pretty much one of the greatest quarterbacks to get them through the season with the best coach, and they
Yeah.
shit on him. So the Jets don't want to do nothing. Justin
Oh.
Fields is in a situation where he'll make some money and be traded. The end.
Oh, I hope not.
Sorry.
I hope not.
You could save that scenario, clip it, throw it everywhere, and I want you to see who disagrees with me.
Here's what I think will happen. He will get the nurturance he needs. He'll get the backing he needs there. Mike Tomlin is a world-class, I would
Mike Tomlin was a
say,
good coach.
leader when it comes in, one of the best coaches in the world for regular season.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Regular season, it's hard to beat him. He's
Okay.
amazing. They beat
Okay.
the Ravens. They're great.
Okay.
When it comes to the playoffs, no. It reminds me of Dallas. Dallas, for years, phenomenal in the regular season. Now that we're on the Dallas train, just for a second, Dak
Sure.
Prescott, is he gonna be okay this year? Is he gonna do great? Because I know you
Okay.
like
This
him.
would be me talking my smack. His window's closing.
Oh, good.
His window's closing.
Oh, well, kill the windows? Okay, sorry.
His window, you stupid. His window is closing.
Oh, his window is closing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and face that fact. His window is closing in Dallas.
Why?
Many of us have fought for him while others wanted to get rid of him. He's been there. He's done
Uh-huh.
his thing.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of game savers last season. People are losing faith in him.
Mhm.
You had your entire roster back pretty much last season.
Yeah.
Trash. He'll be on the market soon. If not halfway through the season, definitely by next season, he'll be on the market.
That's so weird you say that. Do you know why?
Why?
There's a weird rumor going around. Really strange rumor. I don't know if it's real, but I've heard it several times now.
Go.
The Browns are really, really interested in him and are willing to do a huge trade for
How
him.
huge?
Well, their key player, their key defensive player, they're thinking of changing doubts. Like he wants to go somewhere else. You know what I'm talking about?
They're going to trade him for Deshaun Watson, and
No,
he'll be worth the money more than Deshaun Watson was. Damn. That's probably what's going to happen. Why are you licking your lips? That's weird.
I'm ready.
That's weird as shit.
I'm ready.
The
I'm
fuck?
excited. I want the Browns to do well.
Glick wants the Browns to do well, but they won't.
If they get Dak, they got a chance.
I said the same thing when they got Deshaun Watson. It didn't work.
The other rumor is they're interested if only if he'll go down.
Who?
That doesn't sound right.
No.
The Steelers.
Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
I like that.
I've
I
heard
like,
there's interest.
I like that. I like that.
Y-
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not a professional, but I like that. I like that.
See, the reason Aaron didn't like the idea of the Browns,
Mhm.
they're too defensive. They're too defensive. They put all their money in defense.
They
Same with
put a
the
bunch of money
Steelers.
in offense with Deshaun Watson, and it ain't
Yeah,
working.
but that's you know
Defense.
what? That's not even a concern now. You've got Brock Purdy who wants somewhere between 55 and 60 million. It just goes to show you if things are bad, they get worse in this league because
With
the
Brock,
cap go ahead.
with Brock Purdy, at least he went to the Super Bowl.
He did, but I think Aaron Rodgers could have went to the Super Bowl in that scenario.
He can go to the Super Bowl in that scenario now. Yes.
Right. That's what they're saying.
Yes.
Sign him and then you can have other pieces.
Sign him and then bitch later, quite frankly.
No, and then also draft somebody.
They ain't got to draft no damn body. Sign him, play with what you got. You ain't got to draft nobody. They can give up everybody else. Keep the team now. You got enough to make things happen through the whole season. You ain't got to draft nobody. Get him. Watch what happens. I'll throw it out there.
Okay, explain that. You're not talking Brock Purdy. Are you talking Aaron? What are you talking?
Talking Aaron Rodgers to San Francisco. You got rid of Debo Samuel. We don't
Okay,
see anybody
several
else.
people say this.
Let me finish. Debo
Okay,
Samuel
sorry.
went to Commanders. Okay, cool. Brandon Ayuk say he comes back healthy. Fine. Christian McCaffrey say he comes back healthy.
Mhm.
Oh, if Christian McCaffrey doesn't come back, you got Brandon Ayuk, you got Jusic, I can't pronounce his last name. My apologies. You still got Kittle. You got a monster. You still got a decent team, and Aaron Rodgers has made it work in the cold with 2 to 3 main players only. It can happen. Notable free agent wide receivers: Keenan Allen, old Stephon Diggs. He just went to. He just went somewhere. You may want
Come
to
on.
check that. Stephon Diggs just went somewhere.
You know. You've been dissing them. We'll
He
circle.
went to New England. He went to New England. He went to New England. I think. I think he went to New England.
He went where they won many they won many championships many times. Not in a long time.
That's New England.
That's right.
That's New
And you know
England.
what? He will disrupt that place, get some fire in it. Listen, they can't be any lower than they are. They need him. And he's still pissed off at Buffalo. He's still pissed.
You should be pissed.
Cooper Cup.
Blew my mind that they traded him. He went to Seattle.
You don't think that was a good move?
Hell no.
Really?
He saved them in their Super Bowl.
Okay. Okay.
He's
So
got a lot of injuries, and that's fine. But he saved them in that Super Bowl.
okay.
He's
And
the only
that
reason they moved the ball.
there was rumors that they would take Amari Cooper on the cheap at Dallas, but that didn't happen. I,
Disrespectful.
yeah. And you said Tyler Lockett ended up where?
Tyler Lockett. Did he go to Las Vegas?
I have no idea where he
I gotta
ended
check.
up.
I gotta check where he went. I know he was on the block. I gotta see where he
I'm
went.
so glad that they kept this guy right here. Here we go.
I'm
Love
trying
him.
to give you my answers,
But
Dan. You keep moving things
no, no,
around.
no, no, no. I'm just waiting for you to.
Nick
We're
Bolton. I
having
don't
no
know.
lull here. There's no
No.
lull. We've got Nick Bolton. We can always circle the wagon around, buddy. Don't.
He's on the. He's on the market. Tyler Lockett is on the market.
He's still limbo.
Yes.
He wants too much money.
He
Basically,
deserves it.
he that's what they're saying.
He
And
deserves it.
here once again, once you have an injury, that's why sometimes you're better to wait.
Shit. DK Metcalf had an injury. They signed his ass is bullshit. Quite
Oh,
frankly.
Decaf. Come on, man.
DK Metcalf.
He is
A monster.
he's like a professional bodybuilder. He's a
Yes. He's a
beast.
monster. It's like T.O.
Yeah.
was.
Do you like Nick Bolton? I love Nick Bolton. I think any team would be happy to have him. He's one of those guys that nobody knows about and is such an insanely good player.
Outstanding. God bless him.
He's kind of the Tony D.
A broadcasting word.
Yeah, you got it, brother. There you go. All right, here we go. Kirk Cousins probably has one fan, and I think his name is Tony something. I said Kirk looked like he was going slow and going backwards. He kind of was doing the Aaron Rodgers shuffle.
I'm going to say something I never said to you.
Say it.
I'm going to say something I never said about any of your charts.
Mm-hmm.
That is a horrible list. That is a horrible list.
It's a great list because these are people we don't talk about. It's backups.
Cooper Rush is not up there, and that is disrespectful.
Oh, he's not good. He is not good, buddy.
Bull.
Come on. I don't know. Whatever
He was the
you got in
backup
your
quarterback
peace
on the
pipe,
Dallas Cowboys.
listen.
He was the
Whatever you
backup
got in your
quarterback
peace
for
pipe, I
Texas.
want double. I really do.
Trust me, it won't hurt you. Malik Willis should be higher than number 10.
They didn't give Daniel Jones any time.
And made him number 2. Are you serious?
No, but hear me out. He was supposed to be the ultimate backup in Minnesota. They didn't even give him the time. I don't even think he played. He didn't play once, did he? No. So the Colts have him. I think that's a great fit. And do you know why? Anthony Richards is there. It's Richardson. He is phenomenal, but he needs like 3 years to develop. He's erratic. Is that a good way to say it? I don't even know if he's good enough to be a backup. Anthony Richardson, honestly, he's and he got injured a lot, and I don't know. Zach Wilson, he's going to be in the warm, sunny Florida. Did you wonder? No, gotta go. What happened?
I think my connection dropped. My bad.
Oh,
I think my
did I
connection
click you off? I didn't rush
No,
and
you
flush
didn't.
him.
You
I
didn't.
didn't rush and flush him.
That was on my end.
I have in the past, but I didn't today.
Malik Willis should be higher. Gardner Minshew deserves to be on this list. Spencer Rattler, he's been doing his thing. Marcus Mariota, what has he done? Somebody tell me what he's done
He was for the longest time a starter.
in Tennessee, and that was it.
He was a starter.
He
He
came in and
really
started. He ain't been a starter since.
he think he was briefly wasn't he also with the Saints for a bit? And he I think
Tennessee, Tennessee, Atlanta.
I like Tyrod Taylor.
He got booed out of Cleveland when they drafted Baker Mayfield.
No, but he's what
He's
I've
a dual
seen,
threat.
he's good.
He's a dual threat, but they just
And Zach with the right coaching, I still think can be good.
we're gonna see.
Daniel Jones is fast.
Okay.
He's large. He's got a great arm.
I've heard. I've heard. I've,
No, you look at tape.
I've
He
heard.
can run.
I'm
He's
not
done a few
unsure.
things. He is a little awkward. There's been a couple
Yes.
times where he's run and
Yes.
he's tripped over himself.
Damn.
I've seen that. But Zach, when Zach is on, Zach is what is amazing. He really is. He
I think
reminds
he's
me a
had a couple
little.
of good games. He's had a couple of good games. This is true.
He reminds me of Baker Mayfield a bit. He's just not as gritty. He's not as gritty.
Right.
Yeah. So, but people used to say horrible things about Baker Mayfield. Oh,
They okay.
Spencer Radler. Do you like him?
I got nothing against him. He's doing his thing out there. He is doing
Gardner Minshew. Did you know that he was living in a van?
yes.
Okay. It may not be a van. What do you call it? A trailer?
Pretty much homeless for the most part, yes.
No, he wasn't homeless. He was frugal.
Yeah, that's a better way to describe it. Yeah, he wasn't like assed out. He just chose that life. That's true.
Like
That
he's I don't know what they're paying. They're paying him some like 7 or 8 million or something this year. We should look it up. But even as a backup, you make 5 to 6 million. I
yeah,
think
but
you
you
and I
get
could live on 5 to 6 million, buddy. No
before,
problem.
before taxes, yeah.
Well, let's say they take half. You still get 3 and
You gotta
we're
travel with that money. You gotta travel and put up your accommodations, no excuses. You'll run through that money pretty fast.
yeah, I disagree. I disagree.
Ask the players.
Oh, the players live large. That's part of the problem. They
They
don't
gotta go where everybody's at. They gotta be available and ready at any given moment. There's no excuses to you not getting done with that type of money, and you gotta make it happen, which means you gotta spend
don't they
it.
have expenses? I think they do, bud.
Okay.
I know we should look into it because I don't know. I won't say I know something and when I
A
don't.
lot of them are broke once they get that money with
Well,
taxes.
yeah, because they're not good with their money and they
You
live
gotta,
beyond their
you gotta let
means.
somebody else take care of your money while you're busy. That's why.
Right. You and I would not be broke. I'm telling you right now. We are
We would.
both frugal.
We
We
would.
would be fine. We would be fine. Okay, look at this here. This is a list that you need to think about before you say something. Okay. The riskiest contracts in free agency, according to Eric Williams.
Who was he?
He's just an analyst, sir,
Thank you.
for Fox. So, so,
Fake
it's t-
offensive lineman.
so
DK
I think
Metcalf.
they did well with Sam Darnold. Can we hit that one first?
That's a lot.
3
That's
years, only 100 million.
3 years only. 100 million.
That's only 30 million a year. You get bottom basement. Look, 2 years. Justin Fields.
Uh huh.
He's getting 40. He really has never proven himself.
Thank you. What is
Like,
Sam Donald proving except for the last season?
oh, I was talking about Justin Fields. He gave us a good sample size. They won 14 games.
Who did?
Minnesota.
You're right. There's one season compared to how long has he been in the league?
Yeah, but that's all old news now.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
okay. Here's an example. We're looking at all the stuff that Aaron Rodgers did 5 years ago, 6
Okay.
years ago, right?
Mhm.
What has he done lately?
Nothing.
Right. And I'm not trying to be mean. And hey, I like him. So look at this here. You got Josh Sweat, right? 4 years, 76 million.
Don't know
But
much
how
about
much of that is guaranteed?
exactly. I don't know much about him.
Right. Oh, he's great. Phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah, defensive end. I've watched actually a lot of film on him. He's really good. TK Metcalf, we talked about him. This to me is risky. 5 years, 150 million. How
DK
much
Metcalf
again?
was worth it. I spend that money on him.
You
He
would.
he produces on the field. Yes.
Okay. He's constant. You feel like he's a good investment.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know any of the other players?
No, but they are pretty much linemen.
Mhm.
Linemen deserve their money. They keep getting robbed, and they be putting in the most work without the highlights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I think the only one that it isn't risky is Josh Sweat. I think he'll do well. I even
Mhm.
like how I say Sweat. He's
Yeah,
a sweaty man.
sure.
All right. This you won't get this. This is my favorite female guitarist in the world
Pretty feet.
right now. Right now. And this used to be my neighbor at one point, who is a very famous,
Never heard of him.
very famous singer. If anybody knows who he is, he's a Canadian treasure. Please put him in the comments. He gave now you would only know this person if you're Canadian.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
He gave Colin James his first start. All right, check this out. This is weird. Look at this one. I don't know if you can you even read that?
Yes. Peyton Manning, Caleb Williams. 16, 17 games, average 11, 12, quarterback breezes, not bad. Not bad. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, 6 more. Ooh. Caleb Williams got less interceptions.
Right. Okay. So, and
Mm.
I put this one together for just the haters. Here we go. And I'm going to direct this to a Tony D.
Don't direct it to me.
No, no, you said he needs to
Don't direct it to
go.
me.
You said he needs to
I
go.
said
That's
he's
what you
got that
said. You
system.
got to
I
back
said he
up
needs
with
to
your
get out of that
listen.
system.
When you bring the truck in, you got to be ready to back it up. Back it up.
I think he needs to get out of that system, yes.
Look at this. 2 head coaches,
Mm-hmm.
3 offensive coordinators.
Still
He
got
still
4,000.
got
20
4,030
touchdowns,
yards,
interceptions, yes.
20 TDs, only 6 interceptions. His first year in the league.
Yes.
Now, did he take the world by storm? No.
No.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. There's a lot of negative talk about this guy here. We'll end it with this, okay? I don't quite understand why there's so much
Shaquille
dislike.
Sanders goes to the Raiders. That'll be excellent. That'll be pretty good for him. That'll be pretty good for him.
You know why they're so against him?
Because his dad.
No, he had so many interceptions, but he was a risk taker
Mm-hmm.
to the point of being ridiculous at times.
Yeah.
He should. The first year he looked like he was going to be a number 1 draft pick. The first 3 games. Yeah.
Okay.
So here you go. Here I lied. This is the
I know
best
you
one.
did.
Here we go. I lied again. Here we go.
Traded from Minneapolis at least. I'd at least put it in Texas. Okay.
He says some of the craziest shit.
Because you all pay attention to it and want to comment on it.
I love him.
What is his context of what he's saying is the question.
Okay, here we go. And you've been saying this for years. You've been saying this for years. This sounds like you wrote it.
It's the truth.
I think you've done bits on this.
Yes, it's the truth. It was him and Calvin Johnson for the most part, and that was it. He goes to the Rams and won the Super Bowl. I like Matt Stafford. He's a
Do
Hall of
you?
Famer to me. He's a Hall of Famer to me. Congratulations to that man.
Okay. And we always like to end on a nice feeling. So you know what this is? Maybe you don't.
Small plane crashed to a Minnesota neighborhood recently. Breaking news in Minnesota. Holy
Oh,
shit.
oh, that's not good.
That
That's
used to
not
be the Redskins.
right.
That's the old school Redskins, isn't it?
Right.
I
They're
can tell by,
thinking
I can
about
tell by
bringing
how
it
they sing.
back.
Yeah, they
They're,
want to. Yeah.
they want to bring it back. It won't
Not
be the
my fight.
command,
Leave it
huh?
with the Commanders, but not my fight.
No.
No, not my fight. I'll say leave it with the Commanders. I'm
Is
gonna beat
this
everyone.
is this a good move or a bad move? I like this player,
Who is he? What does he do?
Joshua Palmer.
What is his position?
He is a wide receiver.
Okay.
He used to be phenomenal
Okay.
3 years ago.
Okay.
Um, when he was with the Chargers,
Uh huh.
he's just didn't prove himself last
Really?
year.
Really?
He was with Chicago, and it didn't go well.
Okay.
He was supposed to be the answer. He wasn't.
He wasn't in Chicago again. You're making my
This is
point.
one of the best graphs I've ever seen. Ever.
Last 16 Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Unbelievable who did this.
Let me
Well
see.
done. It just goes to show you draft isn't everything.
Let's stick with this for a second.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Philly drafted
Mhm.
a Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Well done. Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady was a free agent. The trade. Yeah, Brady was a draft. Eagles. Who was there? Carson Wentz.
Which one are you having problem seeing?
Philadelphia Eagles on the second,
Yeah.
third. Yeah, it's Carson Wentz. Okay. Free agent, draft. That was a trade. That was a trade during the draft. Trade, nevertheless. Whew. It's pretty good.
It's good, isn't it?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I like that. And I like the bearded
Who
Aaron
is this bottom
Rodgers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer?
What's that?
That is who was that Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Bucks back then?
I don't know. That's that I
Let me, let
don't
me,
know.
let me pull him up. Let me pull him up. I
You gonna
know
pull
that name.
him up? All right.
Yeah, Buccaneers Super Bowl quarterbacks.
So I do a show called The Spiritual Side of Football, and I'm gonna just read this out while he looks that up. I think the
Brad
main
Johnson.
thing
My apologies. Brad Johnson was his
he
name.
I think the main thing he's always told me is stop caring about what people think, especially the people that don't even know you.
That's true.
And that's a good piece of advice.
That's true.
People have been judging Tony D and I for years.
Yeah.
90% of what they're judging us on is absolutely correct. The other
His
10% is
spirituality
bullshit.
keeps me from cussing a lot of you all out. But when I do lose, because I'm tired of hearing you, but he's been the one that's keep halfway keeping me calm for the
Yeah.
past 4 years now. It's been
Yes.
4 years I've known this dude. It's been 4 years he's been inviting me to be up there with him.
Yes.
I didn't chase him. He didn't follow me. He invited me to come on with him when I would drive to work in the morning, and people loved it. He would get 1,000 people when we would talk for 20 to 30 minutes. This
Yeah.
is what you all do not understand. Back in the days of Haps.tv/Haps.co. This
It's
is
a good
what you
time.
all don't understand. We
Yeah.
didn't improvise. We didn't try. We just did it. That's why y'all suck. Go ahead and finish.
Beautiful. So
Flip it,
we're going to
bitches.
end the
Flip it.
broadcast because we like to get it between 1 hour. And Tony, where can they find you? You've got 30 seconds to tell them.
Linktree Tony D. Original. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Rumble. You can find me on Twitter/X. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube. Check me out. You'll see me all over the place. Linktree Tony D. Original. Appreciate you, Mike, as always.
Fireman Rich, thank you so much for being part of our experience. And for
Salute the
those,
fireman Rich for real.
yeah,
Salute the
and for
fireman.
those who don't fully understand us, we've always been a bit of a shipwreck, a car wreck. You should look up at the screen just for a
We
second.
are the pirates of live streaming.
We are. We're always excitement. And listen, if you have gas coming out of your car,